saw World Cup. We have a new World Cup champion, and it was really a nice day yesterday. Of course, socializing with individuals and looking at the game. Those of you who did, whether you were for the team that won or you were for the team that lost, it was just all good fun. I would say for me, being around individuals who were supporting either of the teams, I'm happy about it. Let me say hello also to those of you who are viewing via social media platform this morning, whether you're on the GBN webpage or you're via the Facebook page. Welcome. Hope all is well. Those of you also viewing via the YouTube channel, welcome also. Hope you're doing good. So it's Monday, the 19th day already. As I said, the countdown is on towards Christmas Day 2022. And as usual, it's an open line this morning, 435-2041, 435-2041. And you have the option of calling in, sharing your views, your concern. Maybe you had a fantastic weekend and you just want to let the world know. I'll be welcome. Or probably there was something happened that you may have not been too happy about. Or some situation in your community that you may not have been too happy about, and you want to express your views about it, or make a complaint about it. You certainly have the option of doing so. You probably I had a caller just before I started call me an individual, didn't want to go on air, and they were saying that that individual was saying that last evening there was an individual who was highly intoxicated, highly intoxicated. And for some reason or the other, that individual was leaning against a wall, so highly intoxicated. And a young lady came and approached the individual and, and assisted him in terms of getting the individual face washed, even took that individual to her house. Yeah. And, cooked and gave him some food and all of that until he recuperated. And she was saying, sometimes it really that you don't think there are individuals over there with that particular quality of wanting to help individual in that way. Sometimes when folks think with the caliber of the individual may not want to bring themselves down to assist someone in that way. And, she was happy that there was someone out there with that way about them. Despite their societal way of being, they could have always come down and assist someone in that manner. So that was really good. So 435-2041, 435-2041 is an open line edition to the point for today. And I'm taking your calls. Certainly have the option of, if you want to leave a comment via the WhatsApp, you could also do so. You could also leave a comment via the Facebook page. That will also be welcome. And I will certainly throw it out for you. So give me that call. Let me know what's on your mind this morning. It's Monday. And as I mentioned, it's the start of another work week for a vast majority of us. Yeah, there's of us who start work on a Monday. Like myself, some folks have the entire weekend off. So we start work on a Monday. And you're getting things going through really, really, really nice. So we'll certainly want to thank you for that. I'm not sure if Master Control is looking at that. I'm seeing some folks are complaining of no audio, so maybe you could look into that via the Facebook. They are saying that they have no audio, so certainly hope that could be rectified if there is a problem from our end, or maybe it's from the individual who is who's probably is from their end. Maybe all the problem is from them. Let's go to the phone line. Take our very first caller this morning. Caller, good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, GT.
Good morning.
Look at a big smile.
Yeah. How are you this morning?
Hi, a good man. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. How was your weekend?
Very well, thanks. On Saturdays I went up. You live at Grenville?
No, I don't. No, I don't.
Okay.
I'm a St. George's. I'm a St. George's boy.
I was going to say I was in your area.
Okay.
But no, I went up. I'm from St. Andrews, Grenville to be exact.
All right.
I went and looked for relatives and friends and whoever. Dark night take me as usual, and I have to drive come back home.
Right.
So it was good. I went to church Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
We had a luncheon. It was good, and I ate quite amount, I guess.
All right. That's good.
And it was good. Everybody. One of my sister-in-law passed in England, but she will be buried in England. So everything is good beyond that, but she's 90-something, and she live a full life, so that's enough for consolation.
Okay.
However, what I want to ask other thing, GT,
Mm-hmm.
Uncle Joe used to advertise the wine man electrical place somewhere in Grandin.
Or the wireman's house.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Where is it? Somebody said they closed down.
I have no information about that. I'm not too sure, but it's in. If I hope I'm right about the location, it's in Woodlands. If I'm right about the location, all right, it's in the Woodlands area. Yeah, I'm not even good at giving directions, but it's right on the main road. It could be easily be found, right? If you go, it's right on the main road. You could find it. Right, it's right on the main road. Let's look for the wireman's house.
The wireman's house.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Thank you, and you be well.
Have a good day yourself.
You too. Then.
All right.
Bye-bye.
That's our first caller there. 435-2041. 435-2041. And let me say once again, welcome to one and all. Welcome to another edition of To The Point. Open line this morning, Monday. That's how we get the ball rolling off this week with an open line edition for you. Let's go to the phone line once again and say good morning to another caller. Good morning to you, caller. Welcome.
Good morning. No, I think the wireman's house is still open.
All right.
On the other hand, a lot of us, I include myself,
yes, sir,
are making statements which could never be true. Well, I put myself in it because I don't want to say I'm perfect. Now, I have said it already. On radio stations, on television stations, you're hearing reporters saying things that they should never say. For example, I don't know if you could, you might be able to correct me. I think you're capable. But one of the things that I'll say, it takes a wise man to play the part of a fool. Now, I listened to a newscast this morning and even I think yesterday, and the person said that October 19 is not a holiday. It's not a holiday. I don't know why they said that. I guess that some people were wishing that it should be a holiday, or perhaps statements have been made by somebody saying that it's a holiday. Now, even if the statements have been made, I don't think it's right to say 19 October is not a holiday. It might not be a holiday. It depends on what the ruling government says. They could proclaim 19 October to a holiday or any day they wish. So when we talking, we must analyze what we are about to say and what we are saying. Look into it. Look deep down into it. Because some people on news media think they're the omnipotent. You know, as a man that they lambasted a few nights back, he thought he was the omnipotent. But a few people went up in arms against him. I myself helped to because usually people say that a word is a verb or a word is a noun. But it depends on how it is used in context, in a sentence form. And a lot of, I wanted to say, a lot of media people are making grave mistakes. Grave mistakes. And imagine they have to teach maybe the population of the world. So they have to be very, very careful as to what they're saying. Even pronunciation. But pronunciation varies from place to place. Even from your own environment. Some people may say everybody, some may say everybody. But I think it's spelled the same way. Thank you very much. Be very careful. Thank you.
Thank you also, sir. Have yourself a great morning. I was trying to dissect your whole, what you were trying to come across. I think I was gasking some of the points that you were making, but I was a little bit thrown off some way or the other. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Let's go back to the phone line. Caller, good morning. Welcome.
Morning, GT.
How are you doing this morning, sir?
A couple of things I need to say by you and the last caller. What the last caller was trying to say, and I think he's correct. As of now, October 19 is not a holiday, but it could become a holiday. based on the fact that the authorities could put system in place and make it happen.
That's understandable.
So I think this is where you were getting at. Now, also you mentioned about this caller who called who didn't want to be on the radio and talk about the person who was drunk and this other person helper and so on. To me, it reminds me of the prodigal, not the prodigal son, but the Good Samaritan, the story of the Good Samaritan. Which talk a lot, but they don't understand the depth. Now, a drunken person is a person needing help. Although a normal day, somebody who normally behaves in the way society wants them could get drunk occasionally. But as with the prodigal son, not the prodigal son, the Good Samaritan story, the one who went to help him, he helped him at great danger, just as this woman. There was so much risk in going to the aid of this man, unlike the other two people who they were priests and the Levi, but their belief system, the religious system, prevented them from doing the good in that moment. So I thought that it was good that we could highlight situations like that and probably even look deeper. Why do people get drunk? Because they have a problem imbalance in their whole psychological and maybe sociological system, so they want to escape. We shouldn't judge them. In fact, this was the theme of what I was reading this morning. So I think generally we have people who feast a lot on ceremony. We are ceremonial people. Like Christmas coming, we're doing all kind of stuff. But the essence, the teaching of the one called Jesus, we ignore it. We worship the man and not embody the teaching. And I think if we embody his teaching, like be each other's, Jesus emphasized the first commandment: love God with all your heart and all your mind and all your soul and whatever. And then he said, love your neighbor as yourself. And your neighbor is the next word, is another word for brother. Is another word for what's near to you.
So true.
And anybody could be near to you at any time. So I think, if you get deeper, finally, let me say, and it has something to do with it. Over the weekend, a former regional cricket umpire sent me a video in which the video talked about how men need to support each other, and the idea is that not just by, especially by speaking to each other about parts of their life, because it shows an example where a group of friends was shocked. She was shocked that one of the friends took their life.
Yeah.
And in the end, when they start figuring out, all of them had different type of problems. So if we don't talk, if we just be superficial, when we meet each other, we grinning and, hey, come take a drink, and then we have problems that we want. Maybe it's problem at home, problem at work.
And people have different ways of expressing individuals have different way of expressing their problems too, huh? You understand?
Yeah, I know,
some may do it through a way that make you laugh, but it's also a way of expressing their problem.
But we pretend and we hide things that we don't think, and then something happens. I didn't know that man going through a problem. I didn't know this woman had problem. We're not saying that you have to come and bear and pour out yourself, but we need to be more deeper. The essence of what I'm saying that we need to be deeper. And I really like the example you give about the woman helping. Although to me, she did that great way. Thank you. Only a woman who would do that. Thank you very much.
Have a good morning yourself. Have a good morning. And, it could be right, it could be wrong, but females are sometimes will take that just of helping someone that way. I'm not saying there are men out there who may not, feel that they have that wanting to help someone. They are individuals there are men who will do it also. But you always see women taking the lead with that. Let's go back to the phone line. Caller, good morning and welcome.
Good morning, son. How are you today?
I'm doing 100%, man. 100%.
Well, we're trying.
Yep.
I have a serious gripe, but I have to ask you a question first.
Tell me.
Do you know the amount of Grenadians we have in the diaspora and so?
Well, I don't have a ballpark figure, you understand, of how much, but there's a lot. there is a lot.
We could estimate it to be about 50,000.
I would say even more.
More, right.
I would say even more.
Because the last time I heard something and I kind of questioning them.
Mean the 200,000?
No, not even the figures. I just draw your reference and that for you to start to pick up what. So there was some time a minister said that the Chinese freed us, right? That last week I heard on the radio a guy was saying about how the Chinese helping and they're helping poor people and they're doing this, so they're supposed to be giving that, doing that. But I don't see that way. Because the things that are helping the poor people in Grenada and all the people, what I see is Grenadians. Horticulture is the backbone of Grenada, right?
Yes.
And after horticulture is the people in the diaspora, and we don't recognize that. Every creek and corner of Grenada, a barrel is coming from the diaspora. Every creek and corner, Western Union and MoneyGram is sending money. We're getting money from MoneyGram. Almost all in all institutions all over Grenada, there are people in the diaspora donating and supporting from all corners. You know what the amount of that is doing? One told me that the Chinese give 40,000 for culture. Yes, we accept a gift, but what is one steel band going to Panorama is $70,000. So you know what cost a steel band doing to culture? A Calypsonian going to do his thing. You know what they're going to for culture? So I don't see that way at all. We have to recognize our Grenadian people. Have you ever seen a Chinese funeral? I've seen all funerals all over the world. The baddest man, all kind of thing, Muslim man holding kafum. Have you ever seen one of that in your lifetime?
I don't think I've ever seen one, no.
Oh, question.
Maybe in movies and stuff you may have seen something.
Not in the movies, not on TV.
But in a real life, I have never seen one.
Not even on TV you've seen it. Question that.
Yeah.
So I tell you, there's a lot of things these people and them are saying that they're not. Looking even that you put the three funeral homes together. The three funeral homes together. You know the amount of donation they're donating to poor people in Grenada, what we call poor people are the people lost fortune. You know the amount of money they're donating.
So in a nutshell, Cole, are you saying we Grenadians, whether it's locally or those in the diaspora, are helping ourselves more than even major countries who are giving us donations? In a nutshell, that's what you're trying to say?
Yes, these people are only business people, and they're making a little contribution, but they don't really, they might do something, but it's not ready to hold us going, keep us going. What keeping you going? You need food every day. Them doing something because they want to show your attraction.
I get you. I follow your drift. I certainly follow your drift, and I understand what you're trying to say. And you certainly do have an important point that you're making.
Yeah, because I'm serious about it, and I don't like it. The guys are dead Grenadian. I have patriotic guys are patriotic.
I agree with you. I like somebody who have a strong patriotism for their country also.
My people and them doing me all kind of stupidness and all kind of thing and saying all kind of doing kind of crazy things. But I like my people, so don't come and tie up my Grenadian with this kind of stupidness they tell them.
Point taken, caller. Have yourself a good morning. All right, man. Have yourself a good morning. 435-2041. But we drew for our first break. We went over time in terms of the segment, but let's take a break for this segment. When we come back, we take more of your phone calls here on To The Point for Today, Monday.
Let's mingle and jingle.
You mean jingle and mingle, right?
Does it really matter? Mingle and Jingle, the mid-morning program that will drive the Christmas season. Weekdays from 10 a.m. to 12 noon on Classic Radio, GBN Television, and all GBN social media platforms.
It's where the deals of the season are, where the Christmas music is played, holiday traditions are relived, and where all the fun is.
Mingle and Jingle.
Or Jingle and Mingle. Mid-mornings from November 14th to December 23rd only on the GBN network.
Made possible by
Flow,
West Hall Rums,
Hard On Plus,
Judy Free Caribbean Holdings,
Ace Hardware,
Gittins Healthcare, and
Grenville Credit Union.
Following the COVID-19 vaccination, some people may experience side effects such as soreness at the injection site, chills, nausea, body aches, or a fever. But these symptoms go away after a few days. These side effects are a result of your immune system responding to the vaccine and are not a sign that you are sick with COVID-19. The COVID-19 vaccines will not give you COVID. When you receive your vaccine, the health worker will advise you what to take if you are experiencing any of these side effects. Remember, these mild side effects cannot compare to you not being able to share memorable moments with your family and friends if you fall gravely ill from COVID. Vaccines bring us closer. Choose to get vaccinated.
Welcome back, listeners and viewers. It's to the point for today, Monday, the 19th day of December. The countdown is on. The countdown is on to Christmas there. Yes, Christmas Day. And maybe you folks, what are your plans for this Christmas? Are you thinking about maybe, cooking up a storm on Christmas Day? Maybe not doing that at all. Is it that this year you decide I'm probably going to be eating out this Christmas Day? So forth. Well, whatever your plans, just make sure that you do whatever you do it safely, and when you're through with it, you feel good. That's what I recommend. Good morning to you, caller. Welcome.
Yes, good morning. Thanks very much for taking my call, and it's a pleasure.
Good morning to you.
One word: honest, or honesty.
Yes.
Or dishonest. I'm looking at presidents, prime ministers, and others in authority. For example, Russia. What's happening in Ukraine?
Mm-hmm.
But right here at home in Grenada. President. Example, president of the NTA, president of Council for the Disabled, and these people in authority, and the way they react or they act with people. But, I got some news over the weekend, which is not so surprising. And I'm happy to know, well, this is the way I have been treated. As a taxi driver since 1974, and I can tell you, I have shook hands with the
you would be caller, or we got it?
And I have also met people from the Congress, and it's amazing to realize. But anyway, let's leave it at that for now. Thank you very much again.
All right, caller, thank you also for your contribution this morning. 435-2041, 435-2041. I mean, the caller started off giving some details and then didn't go too in depth, and then he stopped. So tell you what is it? Anyway, 435-2041, 435-2041. And we have for you, so we take some comments from the Facebook page. And these individuals are saying, we have Allison saying that she thanked the caller. They talk about tourism, but not about us who come home and as visitors and spend more money to the local economy than the actual tourists. I guess she's talking about the caller who actually called before in reference to, saying that, Grenadians out there in the diaspora and so forth do a lot for our country. And I agree with the caller. I do agree. And Alison there is just backing up the statement that was made. And we see Agnes is saying the Chinese don't give because they want to help. They have their personal control interests. Before you know it, the island or islands are taken by them. Let's go back to the phone line. Caller, good morning. Welcome. Good morning to you, caller. Guess we lost that caller there. 435-2041, 435-2041. We're taking your phone calls. It's an open line this morning here on To The Point. If you do have a comment or there's something that you would like to speak about, the option of calling in is opened to you. Let's go back to the phone line. Caller, good morning and welcome.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you.
I just want you to explain to me, I don't know about the other people, what do you, as a journalist, what do you understand when one says are trying to understand what you say. Explain that to me.
I'm trying to understand what you say. Well, in layman terms, if someone says something that you maybe don't understand, and you're trying to put the ones and one together to maybe see if you're going to add up to two. That's just that's just a bare definition of what I'm trying to respond to you with.
Yeah, but you're giving me the idea is that if the person not say you might not understand. I don't blame you, but you're giving me the idea is that the person might be talking. I'll use the word.
All right. Anyway, caller, let's move on, caller. If you have something else to express instead of just let's wasting time on that. All right, man. Well, thank you. Have a good morning. 435-2041. 435-2041. That's the number. If you'd like to get on to the point this morning, it's an open line edition, and you have the option of calling and sharing your views and concern. And 435-2041. Let's go back to the phone line and see if we can entertain another caller. Caller, good morning. Welcome.
Morning. Who's that, Mr. Telesford?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Merry Christmas.
Same to you.
Here, make my day. Make my Christmas. I listen all the time for, I don't know if you know this number, Driving Home for Christmas. Mm-hmm. You know it?
Is there a song you speak of? Driving Home?
Yes, I hear it every Christmas, but I didn't hear it up to now for this Christmas.
Driving Home for Christmas.
Driving Home for Christmas, yeah, man. Right. A nice song there, but I didn't hear it up to now. You know Christmas coming soon.
Once I lay my hands on it during the course of the morning, I will try to play for you, sir.
Yes, Driving Home for Christmas. I can't remember who is the singer, but it's a male.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Have a good morning.
Make a note and don't forget.
I will. I have it written. Have a good morning.
Yeah, Driving Home for Christmas.
Have a good morning.
Okay, you too, sir.
All right.
435-2041.
That's the number if you would like to get on to the point this morning. Let's go back to the phone line and entertain another caller. Caller, good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you.
Two quick questions. One question and one comment. Do you know anything about that market square? The market. When is the market going to be open?
But hasn't the market been officially opened already? Has it?
It is?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I know, but I'm not in the loop anyway.
That was a couple of months ago. I think they had the official opening ceremony for the market, I think.
Okay. The next question is, for the people that doesn't have social media and don't know about it, especially the busman and the taxi driver, and the naysayers, gas price went down.
Yes.
Do you know about that?
Yes, I do know about that.
Good. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Well, it's good. It should be a good thing for individuals who will benefit from it. Bus drivers, exactly. I mean, folks who commute a lot.
I just want to tell these naysayers, they need to go and fill up now. Gas price went down. Thank you very much.
Have a good morning, sir. All right. Well, I actually did that this morning, so I'm feeling good about that also. 435-2041. 435-20 this morning. It started out to be a pretty funny morning for me. Let's go back to the phone line. Caller, good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, JT, and Happy New Year to you. The song is Not Driving Home for Christmas. Mommy, I'm coming home for Christmas.
Mommy, I'm coming home for Christmas. Yes, I actually know the song. I actually do know the song. I just didn't expand on the conversation with him, but I actually do know what he's speaking about.
All right. Well, you could go back on again now.
Have a good morning. Funny morning though. 435-2041. 435-2041. That's the number. It's an open line edition this Monday morning, and we're counting down the days before Christmas 2022. Good morning to one and all. Good morning to those of you via our social media platforms, especially the Facebook page. I'll be grabbing some of your comments there shortly. Good morning to you, caller. Welcome.
How are you doing?
I'm doing okay.
For the season.
Same to you, sir.
Now, I passed through the market sometime last week, and the center section of the market, nobody's there. But on the sidewalk, man, you could hardly walk.
Mm-hmm.
I would like the authorities to get these people off the sidewalk and go in the market, because what they're doing, they're pushing us out into the street, which endangers our lives and limbs. So, I mean, we have to learn as a people to use our discretion if we have any, and go in the market, set up our things in the market, and stop staying on the sidewalk and harassing pedestrians. Right?
You know, Colin, it has gotten to the state of Grenada where, you know, they're like, to me, there are more sellers than buyers, eh? And you know, and sometimes the places that are located for individuals to go out and sell their produce or sell whatever they have to sell, it's limited. Yeah. It's limited. And, you know, I don't think it's the first complaint we've been hearing. We've been hearing it from years gone by. And, you know, something really needs to be done about it. You understand? Yeah. Something really needs to be done about it. But then, you know, the authorities need to come up with some solution. I think it's time a solution should come up with in terms of where, especially the vendors or the sidewalk vendors should be allocated somewhere where they can just do their vending.
I went to Queen's Park Saturday morning. And a number of the tents that are there are empty, vacant. Nobody is there. If they back on the sidewalk again, back on Melville Street, as a police car vehicle at them for parking and only just a little before. No.
Colin, I'm going to be losing you. We better not sure if there's something wrong with your phone, but we're losing you from time to time.
Okay. Now, the police should, in my opinion, enforce the regulations. Get these people off the sidewalk. Let them stay in Queen's Park because parking is more available there, and let them go. Some go in the market. But this thing of harassment on the sidewalk, I consider it harassment, is not good for us as a people. So authorities, Ministry of Health, Police Department, and whatever else, get the people off the sidewalk and let us have a regulated process. Thank you.
I agree with you, caller. Have yourself a great morning. 435-2041. That's a number if you want to get on the program this morning. It's the open line edition of To The Point. Let me say good morning to Muscles. Good morning to you, sir. How you doing? Long time. Hope you're doing pretty good. Let's go back to the phone line this morning. Caller, good morning and welcome.
Yes, Mr. Telephone, good morning and compliments for the season.
Same to you.
I wish you have a very good and enjoyable Christmas, not Xmas, but Christmas holiday. Mr. Telephone, the gentleman spoke this morning about the diaspora compared with what they say, the Chinese give 40,000 for culture, they bite the hand that feed you. I want to compare that with the person who wrote on your page and said that the Chinese are giving us because they like us. They have an aim, they have an objective, they have a motive. They are trying to recolonize. You ever hear any news coming out of China like, oh, you hear something happening in Grenada, you hear it on the news, you hear things happening in America, you don't hear nothing about China.
But there are sources where news about China that you can get information.
Compared with the size of China, the population of China, and what you hear is like nothing. It is like nothing. People better be careful with it because they did this. So one person had said, oh, they did so much for Africa. They are trying to colonize Africa. And some people have discovered it and they talked about it and so forth. So right now, you don't hear much. But they don't like Grenadians because they come here and they only like us. They know what they want. They want to make Grenada a place where they can get rid of the population. And when they get rid of the population, they take the land and make it a base to attack America.
Caller, I wouldn't agree with you, caller, when you say that they're here to get rid of the population. I wouldn't be in agreement with you.
You know how the Carib and the Arawaks were, and they got rid of them. Who got rid of them? We don't know.
Yeah, but that's a totally different scenario that you're creating it. So
yeah, but anyway, that is my personal view. And Grenadians better watch it. You see our young children now are going down with all kind of things. We don't know what they do with our foods. They come and take chat about agriculture and don't tell us how to plant yam, how to plant this, and all kind of things. We don't know what they're doing to get rid of us. We don't know. So we need to be careful.
All right, caller. Thank you so much. 435-2041. 435-2041. That's a number if you want to get on To The Point this morning. It's an open line edition, which means callers there, not only callers, but you listeners and viewers, you have the option of calling and share your views and concerns this morning here on To The Point. Let's go back to the phone line. Caller, good morning. Welcome. Good morning to you, caller.
Good morning, Chief.
Good morning.
I mean, that last caller was rather, just going on as if, what she's saying is so factual. And I'm happy that you told her correctly, GT. if you search for news, you will get news. The reason why a lot of Chinese news are not played down is because we don't speak Chinese, but there are stations where you get the translated versions of the news. Likewise, if she so much want to know, she could sign up to the Embassy of China Facebook page or look on the Chinese website. Now she talk about colonize and them things. So I guess Taiwan is trying to colonize St. Vincent because look, they got the big airport and now, they're doing port expansion and hospital expansion and so on. I guess China also tried to colonize Jamaica, who got, some massive highways and people paying toll to help develop the country. It's kind of a backwardness. So what does the bank does when they give us money? The bank has an agenda likewise. It's time for, the so-called Christians and them to really, stop trying to indoctrinate people and, decide how people should live. We came out from... The problem is, they want us to still be bowing down to the Queen. And that's why Barbados got rid of the Queen. They were the ones who colonized us, So it's kind of a, ancient mentality and thing, We're living in 2003 and we're moving forward. We are transforming. So she don't like the fact that we are opening up our arms and welcoming everybody. Too bad. She could go and live somewhere else because let me tell you this. The same United States who are pressure in Venezuela and seizing up all of the assets, the same United States ran back to Venezuela now for oil. Is she aware of that? So how could you be playing with people's feelings and the economy when you like and how you like? She need to understand what is happening in the real world and stop coming and talk this kind of nonsense.
All right, caller. Thank you, man. Have a good morning. Have a good morning. Have a good morning. Folks, we drew for a break. Let's take a break. When we come back, we get into our final segment this morning before we wrap up to the point for today. We're coming right back.
COVID-19 spreads from person to person through the droplets that are produced when someone coughs or sneezes, which makes it easy to spread between people in close contact. Now let's get prepared to stay healthy. To reduce your chance of catching or spreading COVID-19, practice these simple everyday preventative measures. Droplets can also land on surfaces, so ensure that you wash your hands frequently for a minimum of 20 seconds or sing the happy birthday song twice. Avoid touching your face, especially your eyes, nose, and mouth. If soap and water are not readily available, use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer with an alcohol content between 60 and 90%. 70% is ideal. When you cough or sneeze, cover your nose and mouth with a flexed elbow or a tissue. Dispose of the tissue immediately and then wash your hands. If you notice someone has a fever and cough or other symptoms of respiratory illness, avoid close contact when possible. Let's all do our part to ensure that each and every Grenadian remains healthy. Our health is our collective responsibility.
You mentioned the wing high, then you have things like man, you must come back, We have the low power that.
It is kind of like the same man, and it's just different name for the same kind of thing.
And last but not least, I just want to say to all the men who saw me, call me, and ask for piece of cake. I'm baking this weekend.
Join us Fridays at 8 on GBN Television, K105 FM, GBN's Facebook page, and YouTube channel for We Culture.
Vaccine safety is always a top priority. Like other vaccines, the COVID-19 vaccines being developed have been through the same trial phases and rigorous process required for all vaccines. Global efforts on the development of the vaccines are built on existing research from previous coronaviruses like MERS and SARS-1. As As COVID-19 vaccines are approved for their broad use in the population, be reassured that they will continue to be monitored to identify any adverse events. Your safety is our top priority. Vaccines bring us closer. Choose to get vaccinated.
You know,
welcome back, listeners and viewers, this morning to The Point for today, Monday, the 19th day of December. And we inside of the final segment of the program this morning, should I say the final 15 minutes of the program this morning. It's an open line edition for To The Point, which means you have the option of calling in, sharing your views and concern, and taking a peek at the Facebook page this morning. Let me see if there's anyone out there, anyone that is throwing any information that I need to throw up this morning. Let's go back to the phone line, take a caller, and then I'll go to the Facebook page, get some of the comments. Caller, good morning, welcome.
Good morning, GT.
Good morning, GT.
I'm calling about that last caller, that only perfect Christian in Grenada, that woman that called a while ago. And, you know, when you listen to the nonsense you talk about it, Chinese want to get rid of the entire population so they could get our land. Come on.
Well, but caller, sometimes we do have to respect some others' opinion. I mean, it's her opinion that she's getting, so sometimes we do have to give some respect.
Opinion that makes no sense. It makes no sense. Why should you respect it? It makes no sense. It's pure garbage, pure hogwash. And this thing about not being able to find Chinese news. Chinese news is available all over the world. There's Google. There's Chinese stations in English that you can get news on. So, I mean, really and truly, I don't get a point.
All right, caller. I get your point also, too. Have a good morning. Have a good morning. Have a good morning. 435-2041. 435-2041. We're taking your calls live here this morning. It's To The Point, an open line edition. Let's go back to the phone line. Caller, good morning and welcome.
Good morning, GT. I'm impressed with the kind of conversation that we're having this morning. It shows that people are thirsty to learn and to share. Especially one of your callers who always contributes, that man from the South. They'll talk about the issue about who contributes to the economy, yes. So sustenance more than ever. And I think it was brilliant because very often we have folks in authorities, and I'm not pointing fingers to the current administration, who would tell us that, you know, without foreign investors, without aid from this place and that place, we can't make it. Well, we could make it. We have always made it, but somebody have told us in recent times that we are disabled. I remember, GT, a few years ago, many years ago, a former minister in the previous administration, he was not even in the last one, in a previous NNP administration, said on this same forum, if a man coming in with $75 million, you can't tell him what to do. All you have to do is to just make room and let him choose wherever he wants and do whatever. Of course, this minister was he wasn't treated good in the end. Because he was abandoned by his very party. So I'm saying we have that sort of mentality, and it's good that we're raising those issues because people are misled. And also that caller that talk about the price, the drop in price, I thought was good because there are people going around saying that oil prices, gas price in Grenada was risen because of the arrival of the new government, which is totally untrue. And I hope I'm not doing anything, being a public relation person for the government, but one has to speak truth.
I agree with you, Cole. Have a good morning. Have a good morning, man. 435-2041. Let's grab a couple of the comments via the Facebook page this morning. And Haven is saying, we do not have to dilute our culture with too many immigrants and diverse culture. It's a small island, and an influx of two cultures can cause a loss of who we are, forgotten traditions. Over the years, look at how Grenadians are replacing macaroni pie with lasagna for Christmas. Where did that come from? Interesting comment there. Let's go back to the phone line. Caller, good morning, welcome.
Morning, and how are you today?
I'm doing pretty good, sir. What about you?
Yeah.
going back to this Chinese or whatever, you know that they're using the simplest science. Since I was 5 years old, my grandmother teach me that. Give people asking you for a thing, give them. Just give them. When they come back to you now, when they come to you, when you go to them to ask them for something, automatically their hands up. So they're using the simplest science, what common science, day-to-day common science, and we can see it because they come from foreign. Thank you.
Good morning to you, sir, once again, and thank you for your contribution this morning. It's To The Point, Open Line Edition, the final 10 minutes on today's program, 435-2041, 435-2041. And we're taking your phone calls. The line is open that you can call. We also encourage to place your comment via the WhatsApp, 435-2041. You can also send a comment there, or even via the Facebook comment section. You have the option of doing that. Good morning to you, caller. Welcome.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning to you.
My comment is that talking about the gentleman that talked about the sidewalk.
Yes.
I totally agree with him. But what I'm saying, that's the police duty is to clear the sidewalk. Because they are in charge of traffic. And pedestrians need a safe place to walk. So the police, I call on the commissioner to implement the powers that he has and clear the sidewalk because it's very, very disturbing. For me, I am a senior citizen for the meantime, and I have a problem with my eyes. So if I take a walk to go to town, I say to go to get something, I must go to the side of the road to walk. And then they're sitting, they have the trees or whatever on the sidewalk, and they sit on the road, the side of the road, to conduct their business. So you don't have nowhere to walk, and even though you have to walk in the center of the road. And it's very difficult for senior citizens. So I'm just calling on the commissioner to please try and implement the law and get things going in a smooth manner for the pedestrians of Grenada. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you also for your contribution this morning, caller. Thank you so much. Usually around this time of the year, we do see we have seen over the years where a particular street maybe gets locked off for whatever reason in terms of allowing, vendors to use that particular street for vending. Around Christmas, everybody seems to have some produce or product that they would like to sell. And, we've been talking about it for the longest while, and even before Christmas, where folks are using the sidewalks for vending, and it's becoming a really serious problem. No, that's we into the season where folks seem to come out even more to sell and so forth. So maybe something really needs to be done now by those in authority. Caller, good morning, welcome.
Hi, good morning to you and to all the followers. I want to wish everyone a very good week, and I would wish that everyone remembers the reason for the season, and we don't go overboard. Now, talking of which, I have picked up from a number of persons that they observe a fair amount of price gouging taking place from the merchants, especially in town. Items you saw last week or 2 weeks ago, which were a certain price, now, because they think people have money and they're looking to spend over the next few days, the prices have certainly skyrocketed. A close friend of mine told me he saw a toy he wanted to purchase for his son, and it was $80-something. He went back on Saturday, it was $140.
Wow.
Same toy in the same store, same stock. I hope that but some of those things are not price control items, so the Consumer Affairs Department may not be able to keep a tag on them. But I just want to warn the general public. There are a special category of those people who they're looking now to make a killing. And they feel that people have money during this time, or people just want to spend. Kids are on their cases and they want to get them the toys. So I don't know. I'm not sure how many folks have been looking at prices before. Sometimes it's good to win the shop for a while before you really make your purchase. But be wary of the folks who want to make a killing by hiking the prices over the next few days when they come down to Christmas. I thought I'd just mention that for whatever it's worth.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you also, caller, for your contribution there. 435-2041, 435-2041. And the caller did have an important point there. Maybe sometimes you go around and maybe take a little time, going out and do a little bit of window shopping, see what you want before you just and check various locations. And you could know, well, I'm seeing this price there for it, and probably the next year come back, it could be different, then something is wrong. But maybe you should look around before you just go out and make that buy. Good morning to you, caller. Welcome.
Yes, thanks again. It all boils down to the one word I used earlier on. It's either honest, dishonesty, or whatever. Honesty, dishonesty.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Have a good morning. 435-2041. We have 5 minutes left on today's program. Still can accommodate a couple of your phone calls before we take a wrap for today. It's an open line edition of To The Point. Let's go back to the phone line. Caller, good morning. Welcome.
Good morning. Greetings to you.
Same to you, my dear. Have a good one.
Thank you. I'm just calling about an observation that I've been having over the past year.
Mm-hmm.
As you enter the gate to the General Hospital on the left-hand side, there's a drain. And this drain is always filled with black water. And we talk about health and mosquitoes and diseases that it could cause. We say we have engineers in Grenada. Can they not do something about that drain? They could divert the traffic one night to pass under the foot to the General Hospital. Cut the road, let the water drain out into the sea. Use culverts and fix the road. Many countries, they do work on road in the night so that by the morning time, the road could be reopened again to the General Hospital.
Okay, caller, thank you. Thank you so much for your contribution this morning. 435-2041. 435-2041. That's a number. We could probably take another call before we wrap this morning's program. Just 3 minutes left on today's program. If a caller do come really quick, we probably could accommodate and take a wrap for today. And I think we do have a call. Let's try this one. I guess not. 435-2041. And if a caller do come in the next 10 seconds, I probably can accommodate, or I may have to take a wrap. Let's take this call. I think we do have one now. Let's take our final caller this morning. Caller, good morning. Welcome.
Yeah, good morning. Yeah, my concern is the Chinese invasion of this country. A lot of people don't understand what the Chinese have done in Sri Lanka, what they have been trying to do in Kenya, and what they've been trying to do in other parts of the world. They come in, they give you a little bait, they bait you, and then they take what they want. Because they say you owe them, you can't pay within the timeline, you have defaulted, and they claim, like in Sri Lanka, 55,000 acres, which includes the traditional cemetery of the indigenous people in Sri Lanka. They want to claim the port in Kenya. When they control the port, what happens to you? We cannot allow that, and we have to remember. They tell us about the hand that feeding us. The hand that feeding us are our hands in the diaspora and our hands in the very rich soil that we have in Grenada. Our agriculture and our diaspora could feed us. We don't have to strive for the things that these foreigners come and try to put on us. And if you pass the river and you look at the stadium 2007 and you look at the condition, the corrosion that is taking place there, that stadium will be on the ground before we could finish pay for it. So let us be aware that the Chinese gifts are not as simple as they look, and we have to be very careful. And I agree with the lead that called about that, because some of us do not understand the manner in which these foreigners operate. The Chinese have very long memory, and they have a lot of patience. Thank you, and have a good Christmas.
You too, sir. Have a great day yourself. 435-204, and that's a number to be part of To The Point. But why should I even repeat the number? It's time for me to wrap today's program up anyway. I want to thank all who have contributed to the program this morning, whether by your phone call or you did send a message. I want to thank you so much for being part of it. Join us again tomorrow for another edition of To The Point. Have yourself a great day, folks. And with Godspeed, have yourself a great day. That's why I say goodbye.